All right. It looks like we are live. Welcome back to another BriHive Live. And I am a little bit distracted because I forgot to turn on our BriHive sign. So give me 1 second. Running late is never fun. Okay. I saw it. We conquered it. We are back in action. Welcome back to another BriHive Live. How is everyone doing? We are on yet another Thursday live stream, and we have some fraud to cover today. I know some people from the chat mentioned this during the last live stream about Mizuhara. I hope I'm saying that right. It was he was an interpreter for a Dodgers baseball player, and it was supposed to be helping him manage his actual baseball career and also translating for him, including in his business deals. And allegedly, or maybe not allegedly, because we have a plea agreement in the works of him stealing this man's money, hiding money from his tax professionals, hiding money from his agent, and the IRS was not playing with these people. The IRS are the ones that did the probable cause in the complaint for the actual criminal offense. This is a criminal case. We are in criminal court, not civil court today. So let me know in the chat if you guys have heard about the case. Well, this is the only case that we're covering today because it's a lot of words, a lot of things in the documents, and I want to go through the conversation that he had with like his better sharks. I don't know if you want to call them better sharks, but people that, you know, collected his money and he started getting in debt and he was always losing, and it became a problem to the point where he spent over 140 no, he won over $140 million and lost over $180 million. So as you can see, he was about $40 million in debt. And that is why not necessarily why the IRS came after him, but part of the reason why IRS, they want their money. Also, illegal sports betting, not a good thing. So let me know if you guys have heard about the case. If you're watching live, make sure you go ahead and drop in the chat to let us know that you're watching live so that we can say hello to you. If you're watching on the replay crew, make sure to drop in the comments that you're watching on the replay crew. And if you are live or watching on the replay, make sure that you hit the like button. Today, we are going to set our like goal. I think this is going to be a little bit of a smaller stream. So we're at 8 likes already with 12 people watching live. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do. We're going to set our like goal at 40 likes this live stream. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do. It definitely helps us out in the algorithm. And I'm talking fast. We like to have our little animation play when we reach a goal. Everyone likes reaching goals, right? Everyone likes it. Okay, let me see. Okay. Kimmy, I missed your message before I got on the live. I'm sorry. But I did kind of skim through it already, and I know it does kind of repeat itself, so I'm going to try to skip around in the actual document. So anyways, let's get into Bossy B. Come on to work. All right, y'all. We are going to say hello to the people in the chat. Hello. We got Alexis Carney, member of the channel, saying, hi, BriHive. Got your snacks and bubble baths ready. You are always talking about doing a bubble bath. And when you said it last week, I was like, I need to do a bubble bath. And then I didn't. So this weekend, I definitely have to do one. So I don't know if I want to eat snacks in the bubble bath, though. Maybe drink some wine or something. Island, another member of the channel, saying, hey, BriHive, listening while I do housework. Well, sounds good. Hopefully everything is getting all spotless and clean. Nice to have you back. We got Upside Down, moderator of the channel, saying, hi, everyone. Hello and welcome into the live stream. Nice to have you back tonight. We got Amy Evans, another member of the channel, saying, hi, Bri. Hello. Welcome into the live stream. Nice to have you in tonight. We got Ann Ward saying, hi, hey, y'all. Hey, mods. Hey, Bri. Hello, and welcome back. Nice to have you in the chat tonight. Amy Evans says, Alexis is gonna not take my phone don't take the phone into the bath. No, don't put it in the water. You can put it like next to the bath. Okay. That'll be okay. Kimmy Locker, member, moderator, consultant, paralegal of the channel. Thank you so much for finding the documents. Welcome into the chat and backstage. Nice to have you back tonight. And thank you for finding this because, y'all, I was struggling to find something interesting. And there are interesting cases coming out, but this one seemed like we haven't been in criminal court in a while. So let's check out some fraud and some stealing of money and then getting in trouble by the criminal courts. It's crazy, right? Upside Down saying hi to Kimmy. Alexis Carney saying to Amy Evans, I'm setting up my bubble bath right now. I got this little rec thing I prop my phone up on. That is convenient. That way, my problem with like taking a bath with my phone, because like I'm like a TikTok scroller. I know I should be on YouTube. I do YouTube when I'm like doing my hair or like I'm going on a long trip or something. Driving, I need to stop scrolling on TikTok because then I might get in trouble one day. I don't actually watch the TikToks while I drive. I just scroll them and they play, but no one's gonna believe me if I like cause an accident. They're gonna be like, you were watching TikTok. I was like, no, I was listening to TikTok. There's a difference, right? But no one's gonna believe you on that one because TikTok is very visual based. But anyways, my problem with bringing my phone to the bath, especially if I'm TikToking, not TikToking in the bath, but scrolling on TikTok in the bath, is then my fingers are wet and I scroll and then the phone is all messed up. So good thing that you watch long-winded people talk on YouTube. That way you don't need to touch it as often. Upside Down says BRB, gotta restart. YouTube giving me problems. Sorry about that. Hopefully that's not a thing for the rest of the night. Amy Evans saying be careful about the phone. Alexis Carney says, yes, bubble bath. Okay, just try setting some fruits aside for your bubble bath, like some grapes or chocolate covered strawberries. See if it don't make a difference. I think it will make a difference. It will probably be great. That sounds amazing. Alexis Carney saying, you also need face masks, bath bombs, and Epsom salt. I just got into the bath bomb thing. Like at first I was like, oh, I don't know about bath bombs. They're a little sketch. But now, like, I've bought some from Lush, and those are, like, amazing. Those are amazing. They're very expensive, but amazing nonetheless. Boss Attorney Bree, which is me saying hi to Upside Down. I'm assuming that's Kimmy impersonating me in the chat. Alexis Carney says, okay, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but yeah, I do think you need some bubble bath mix. Yes. I like bubble baths. Those are amazing. Crystal Harris says, live in the hive. Hello, member of the channel. Welcome back. Dragon Nerd 2 says, the interesting part is early reports were where he was actually going to plead guilty. I think he is still going to plead guilty. I think they just need time to review it. Let me know if I'm wrong. I saw some articles saying that he's pleaded not guilty for now, but I think the plea deal is still on the table if I'm not mistaken. And let me know if y'all know more than me because I'm like super new to this case. Alexis Carney says, oh, I leave a hand towel too so I can dry my hand if needed. Smart. That's smart. I need to the way they built my house, they didn't put like a little towel rack next to the bath, so I need to put one of those up. We're all house designing while on the live stream. Okay. Okay. Oh, I thought he pled not guilty. Kimmy's saying he pled guilty. So I guess I'm all wrong. Amy Evans says, I can't take baths anymore. Sorry. I'm sorry. Baths are wonderful. Not to rub it in, but I'm sorry you can't take baths anymore. Alexis Carney says, show up to court like, sorry, judge, I don't have my files anymore. I was taking a bubble bath. I do have court tomorrow. I do have court tomorrow, so hopefully I don't drop my papers in the bathtub, right? Kimmy Locker says, not me impersonated Bree given tonight's topic. I swear it was an accident. It was like perfect for what we're going to talk about on the stream. Perfect. Rachel Mills says, I thought he had a plea deal. He accepted. The version I have is not signed. Maybe I misread what I read earlier, but like I said, I'm super new to this case, so forgive me if I make any mistakes here. But we do have the plea deal that we're going to go over. Kimmy Locker saying hi to Upside Down. Take 2. No more impersonating. Yeah. Alexis Carney saying, Kimmy, don't get fired. We love you. She's not going to get fired. I'm saying, hey to Alexis. Alexis saying, oh, wait. I took impersonating like mocking. I just realized you meant typing as her. Yeah, she just was in my account, which she has access to. She didn't steal it, so that's okay. Alexis Carney says hi to Upside Down. Hope you're having a good day. And Alexis Carney says, all to Amy Evans. My last house had no bathtub and it sucked. I love bathtubs. That was a huge reason for me buying the house that I bought, is to have a soaking bathtub. They're wonderful. I love them. It's separate from the shower. It feels so fancy. I love it. Upside Down says, I am. Hope you are too. Okay. Chatted up in the chat. So, y'all, we got a criminal case, and my headphones are all funky because I messed up at the beginning of the stream. So let me try to get my life in my hair together. But no, that's going to make me look, I guess this like Albert Einstein hair is okay, right? I think so. No, I don't like Albert Einstein hair. Or what is it? Al Shepard. What is it? What's his name? Al Sharp, whatever his name is. That was that kind of hairstyle. This is not going any better. Anyways, we are going to jump right into the case. We have Mr. Epi. I don't know. I'm going to say his name right, y'all. We got Mr. Epi. It's probably not even Epi. Ippei Mizuhara being sued by the United States of America. They are not happy with my guy. So let's go ahead and check out what the big deal is going on with this guy here. We are in the Central District of California. So we are getting sued in the CA in California. This is a criminal complaint by telephone or other reliable electronic means. So probably submitted it electronically. This is the affidavit of Chris Seymour being duly sworn and declare as follows. The facts set forth is from his personal observation and experience, blah, 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 and also communicating with different witnesses in the case. I forgot to Bossy B, didn't I? Oh my gosh, Bree. Are you ready to stream today? Because Kimmy, thank you, Kimmy in the back. Clearly not ready to stream today because I'm like all over the place. Okay, anyways, this person, Mr. Chris Seymour, is a special agent with the Internal Revenue Service, also known as the IRS, okay? And he's in the Criminal Investigation Division. And he does not like what Mr. I'm going to forget his name, Mizuhara, did in this case. So he has been trained in accounting and financial investigative techniques at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. He's personally conducted and assisted in numerous investigations. He reviewed telephone records, text message records, the bookings, the book records of everything going on. And he has the education to be able to be the person most knowledgeable to do this probable cause affidavit or complaint, the probable cause of the complaint. I'm not going to read through all of those words because, like I said, it's a lot of words. This thing is like 37 pages, and then the other document we have is 33 pages. So we're not reading all of the words today. Anyways, summary of the probable cause. Let's see what he has to say. Between November 2021 and January 2024, more than $16 million was transferred via wire from a checking account belonging to victim A. That's our baseball player friend, a professional baseball player. Bree, just read the complaint. It literally said it the next sentence. Okay. A professional baseball player with an account number ending in 5848. Held at a domestic financial institution that they're going to refer to as Bank A. These funds were transferred to bank accounts of associates of an operator of an illegal sports book. They were making bets on sports, and they were not supposed to be doing. So in an interview with law enforcement, victim A stated that he did not authorize these transfers from this bank account. The transfers from the 5848 account were made from devices and IP addresses associated with Mizuhara, an individual who until recently was employed as the victim's translator and de facto manager, because our guy, he doesn't really speak English. Very minimal English. He speaks Japanese, okay? Text messages on Mizuhara's mobile phone show that in September 2021, Mizuhara began gambling with Bookmaker One's illegal sports book and began losing substantial sums of money in late 2021. Bank A records show that during the same time period, the contact information on the 5848 account was changed to link the 5848 account to Mizuhara's phone number and to an anonymous email account, which is connected to Mizuhara's based on data found in Mizuhara's mobile phone. So they went all through his phone. Okay. The phone records are catching people lately, right? The technology, the criminal courts are catching up with using not the courts, but criminal investigations are definitely catching up with using technology to catch people, okay? Recorded phone calls produced by Bank A, like you didn't know they were recording the call, but anyway, Bank A related to 5848 account shows Mizuhara falsely identifying himself as victim A and attempting to trick and deceive Bank A employees into authorizing wire transfers from 5848 account to associate bookmaker 1. Bank A records show that Mizuhara accessed the account pretending to be victim A and transferred funds to associates of bookmaker 1. In particular, on June 20, 2023, Mizuhara accessed the bank account from Central District of California, pretending to be victim A and wire transferred $500,000 to an associate of bookmaker 1. So, with this plea deal, I have a feeling that they're going after bookmaker 1. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they're going after bookmaker? Like, because they offered him this plea deal, but either like he's still facing a really big sentence. So maybe they're just going after everyone and just want it to be an easy job and have people pleading guilty. So there's that. Finally, on March 20, 2024, Mizuhara sent bookmaker 1 an encrypted text message admitting that he, Mizuhara, had stolen funds from victim A. So we have in writing him admitting of what he did. Okay, so let's start off with the illegal bookmaking investigation. To date, these investigations have led to criminal charges and or conviction of 12 criminal defendants and 1 money service business, as well as non-prosecution agreements with 2 Las Vegas casinos. The investigation remained ongoing and have multiple targets, not all of whom are related to each other. One such target is bookmaker 1. So I missed that earlier when I was skimming. They are going up after bookmaker 1. But apparently they've already caught 12 people in the criminal courts, plus 2 non-criminal instances. So they've already caught like 14 people. And I think the big target is going to be bookmaker 1. Bookmaker 1. You are going down. You're going down. You're going down, dude. Okay, let me get back into it. On October 3rd, 2023, the Honorable Joel Richland, United States Magistrate Judge, authorized a search of bookmaker 1's residence, person, and cell phone. I missed this earlier. Evidence seized from bookmaker 1 confirmed that bookmaker 1's involvement in the operation of an illegal sports bookmaking business. So what are they doing? They're seeing the games. Who's going to play? Oh, we think that UCLA is going to win. Oh, UCLA lost, so you owe me money. So they're betting on sports, right? I'm not super familiar with betting on sports. I don't even really watch sports like that, but apparently people like to do it because you can make $140 million over a course of like 4 years. Apparently. Okay. It went on to say they received forensic evidence of a mobile phone seized from bookmaker 1 during the execution of the above referenced search warrant. Bookmaker 1's phone included numerous communications indicative of the operation of a large illegal sports bookmaking business, including URL addresses for 2 websites that Bookmaker 1 used to facilitate the operation of his illegal gambling business, identified herein as Website 1 and Website 2 based on this review. I am aware of the following. On or about November 3rd, 2019, Bookmaker 1 messaged an apparent bettor stating that he/she owed Bookmaker 1 $15,972 and instructed the bettor to wire the funds to an account at Bank A ending in 1911. So they're using the same exact bank establishment in the name of Bookmaker 1's associate known as Associate 1. On or about November 23rd, 2020, an apparent bettor requested that Bookmaker 1 personally book his or her bet. Bookmaker 1 responded that this was not feasible because Bookmaker 1 had over 600 bettors, but sent the apparent bettor to an account number, password, and a URL for Website 2. On August 16, 2022, Bookmaker 1 messaged an apparent bettor, directing them to ship $25,000 in cash to an agent of Bookmaker 1's bookmaking business at an address in Colorado as payment for gambling losses incurred by apparent bettor. On October 1, 2023, an employee at the casino located in Las Vegas, Nevada, sent a group text message introducing Bookmaker 1 to a potential bettor. In the group message, the Casino A employee introduced the potential bettor to Bookmaker 1 by telling the potential bettor that Bookmaker 1 takes big action and give you whatever you want. I guess that's just for whatever reason, I did not see that when I looked at this before getting on the stream. I barely saw that. I saw the section, but I guess I didn't read it that deep. Anyways, they go on to try to establish that our guy Mizuhara is one of the bettors under Bookkeeper 1. They reviewed a bunch of stuff, forensic evidence based on review of the image, as well as his training and experience. He is aware that Mizuhara's phone contained hundreds of pages of text messages with a phone number which I know to be associated with Bookmaker 1, as well as messages with a phone number I know to be associated with Bookmaker 1's agent or partner, Bookmaker 2. These communications between Mizuhara, Bookmaker 1, and Bookmaker 2 include the following. So we're going to get into the conversations that they dumbly had over text message. Okay, why not give them your evidence on a silver platter? Now the messages are going to be kind of long because it's like 3 or 4 pages of messages, but I didn't read all of them and I think some of them are interesting, so we're going to go through the messages that they had together. Our Mizuhara was assigned an account number in September of 2021. On or about September 24, 2021, Mizuhara messaged Bookmaker 1. I've just been messing around with soccer. There's games on 24/7. LOL. I took UCLA, but they lost outright. So we are what? 12 days in, or how many days in are we? We're 16 days in and he's already losing by betting on soccer, okay? On or about September 24, 2021, Mizuhara messaged Bookmaker and says, how does the withdrawing and paying work? Bookmaker 2 responded later in the day, says he pays and collects as the week ends Sunday night. Whatever you are up or down Sunday night, you pay or receive. Last week you were down and he wrote it as he's okay with it. I say have a settle figure, meaning pick a number you want to settle at either way. So let him know what you're willing to, give him so that you guys can call it even. On or about October 27, 2021, so we're like a month later, Bookmaker 2 messaged Mizuhara Bookmaker 1 asked me to reach out to you. He sees you playing and wants to settle this by tomorrow. So you lose that money, bro. I can meet you or one of his runners can. Mizuhara responded and says, I'm back in Anaheim now. Is there any way to pay Bookmaker 1 via credit or debit card? I can wire the amount to his bank account. Do you know what bank he uses? All in text messages, guys. All in text messages. Why are you creating a paper trail for this? Like, absolutely ridiculous. Okay. On or about October 28, 2021, Bookmaker 2 messaged our guy Mizuhara, and Bookmaker 1 asked me if you wired. I told him I wasn't sure. Let me know so I can tell him. On the 31st, Mizuhara messaged to Bookmaker 2. I had email from my bank saying I need more information on the recipient. They said I need the wire recipient's full address, including city, state, and zip. As soon as I give them that info, the wire will go through. They told me the money will be available on November 1 for sure. Please tell Bookmaker 1 I apologize for the delay. I've never done a wire transfer. So instead of like communicating with them and telling them like, hey, it's not going through because I need this information, he basically just sat there and was like, I hope this goes away. Why? Me going over this case, I feel like this is like some mob stuff. If he doesn't pay, then he's going to be unalive. But now the criminal court got to him so fast, they're already arresting him before he can really get into deep trouble with these people where he owes them money. So did anyone else think that when they heard about this case, or do y'all know this case already? Am I the only one interested in this case? Let me know. On or about November 2nd, 2021, Bookmaker 2 messaged Mizuhara. Hey, Bookmaker 1 asked me if it was sent. Mizuhara responded, I tried sending it 2 days in a row and it keeps getting canceled. I might need to send less amount at a time. Can you ask him if I can send a smaller amount? Maybe like 15,000. Like, really? You're just spending, that's a lot of money. How much is he making as an interpreter? Jeez Louise. 15,000 at a time. I will send it on back-to-back days. Sorry for being a pain in that. Oh, we got a cuss word, but I'm not ready. Pain in the pain in the butt. On or about November 4th, 2021, Mizuhara messaged Bookmaker 2. The bank wire keeps getting canceled. I'm going to use PayPal to send the money. Can I please get Associate 2's phone number? I need to put it in the system. Whatever phone number he has for the checking account. The following day, Mizuhara stated, PayPal is not working. They said I can't send that much money since I'm in Japan right now. So he's basically effing around. He's going to F around until he finds out. Like, geez Louise, what does he have going on? November 6, 2021, Mizuhara told Bookmaker 2, the wire did not work. Do you have a Bank A account by any chance? I think it's easier if it's the same bank. 2 days later, Bookmaker 2 provided Mizuhara with Associate 1's bank account information at Bank A for the 1911 account. On or about November 9, 2021, Mizuhara told Bookmaker 2 that he has tried almost every option possible and none of it is working. This is super stressing. On or about November 10, 2021, Mizuhara told Bookmaker 2 that he was able to send $40K to Associate 2. It looks like this method would, or I guess work, but I can only send $40K at a time. Sending $40,000 at a time is insane. Insane. Okay. On or about December 8th, 2021, Mizuhara told Bookmaker 2, I put in a request to wire $50K through Zoom service via PayPal. I will let you know once they accept it. January 2nd, 2022, Mizuhara asked Bookmaker 2 if Bookmaker 1 could reload my account. I lost it all. So now he's losing money again. Or I guess he was never really winning money because he owed them for like a month until he finally got the money to them. And now he needs a loan, basically. Bookmaker 2 responded, Bookmaker 1 bumped you $50,000. On or about January 15, 2022, Mizuhara told Bookmaker 2, I lost it all. LOL. What are you doing? Why are you? Can you ask Bookmaker 1 if he can bump me $50K? That will be my last one for a while if I lose it. So he's continuously losing $50,000 at a time. That's insane. Oh my gosh. Okay. February 1, 2022, Mizuhara told Bookmaker 2, the wire should be there by the end of tomorrow. February 4, 2022, Mizuhara told Bookmaker 2, the last transaction got canceled as well. I went to the teller and everything should be sorted out. I made another transfer for $300,000 today since I lost the other $100,000 already. What? I get like upset when my stock account drops like by $100. By $100, and you're talking about transferring $30,000 because you are $300,000 because you already lost $100,000. People don't even make that in a year. Oh my gosh. And later that day, confirmed wire went through. On February 28, 2022, Bookmaker 1 messaged Mizuhara stating, hi, Mizuhara. I hope you had a great weekend. Other wire still hasn't given me my money. I hope you had a great weekend. Give me my money. Other wire still hasn't been received. Can you just wire the 200? And when he says 200, I think he means $200,000. I think he means $200,000. Okay. And then provide Mizuhara with the 1911 account information. Bankmaker 1 then sent Mizuhara another message saying, I will give you the free play that I was going to give to Bookmaker 2 since you had such a rough stretch. Please let me know or send me a screenshot when the wire is sent. Oh, this is so predatory. Oh my gosh. March 6, 2022, Mizuhara messaged Bookmaker 1 stating, anyway you can, not more loans. Any way you can bump me a little bit, I will wire you my losses on Wednesday if that's okay. I need to wait a week to send another big wire. March 10, 2022, Mizuhara message bookmaker 1 stating, thank you. Can you put in 100K instead of 300K? Bookmaker 1 responded, you mean lower credit to 100K? Mizuhara confirmed, yeah, I'll get too reckless with 300K. So he knows that he doesn't know what he has. He knows he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh my gosh. May 16, 2023. So we skipped some months. Mizuhara message bookmaker 1 stating, I sent out 500 when they're saying 500. When I first read this, I thought they meant like, oh, $500. That's going to take a really long time to pay off. But no, they're talking about $500,000. Okay. Money I've never seen. Money I've never seen other than the cost of house prices. But anyways, let's go on. How is he making that much as a translator? I tried 1,000, but it won't let me for some reason. I will send another 500 tomorrow or the day after. Or does he mean $500? June 20, 2023, Mizuhara message bookmaker stated, it looks like I can only send 500 per week. I put in a wire for 500 earlier today, so it should be in your account by tomorrow. Does 500 a week work for you? 500,000. Dude. Based on my review of bank records and messages extracted from Bookmaker 1's phone, I am aware that Mizuhara had a gambling winnings from Bookmaker 1 deposited into Mizuhara's personal bank account. For example, in May 2022, Bookmaker 1 communicated with an associate saved in Bookmaker 1's phone as name Indian Book. Based on my training experience and context of the involved blah, blah, blah. There's a Bookmaker 3. On May 18, 2022, Bookmaker 3 asked Bookmaker 1, send me wire info, please. Later that day, Bookmaker 1 responded with a screenshot of a wire information for the account ending in 9877 and a message stating name of account is Ippei Mizuhara. Bank A subsequently provided records that confirmed that the account ending in 9877 is in fact registered to Mizuhara. Based on the review, May 19th, Bookmaker 1 message Mizuhara stated, I hope you're having a great day. I was just confirming that you received the ACH wire transfer for 47,260. They confirmed that he did indeed receive that wire by reviewing the records. Okay, he only got 50,000 back, but he's been asking to borrow 50,000 like every 2 weeks, it seems like. After May 20, okay, I think I got that one. Where was I at? Okay. After May 2022, the text message from Mizuhara phone showed that Mizuhara had a bad run. Despite owing Bookmaker over $1 million in losses, Bookmaker 1 continually increased Mizuhara's betting limits. For example, based on the review of messages on November 14, 2022, Mizuhara messaged Bookmaker stating, I'm terrible at this sport betting thing, hun, LOL. Any chance you can bump me again? As you know, you don't have to worry about me not paying. December 9, 2022, Mizuhara messaged Bookmaker 1 stating, can you bump me last 200? I swear on my mom. This is becoming an addiction, Mizuhara. He's swearing on his mom this will be the last ask before I pay it off once I get back to the States. You're already $1 million in debt, dude. Sorry for keep on asking. Bookmaker 1 responded the same day saying, no problem, done, bud. Not Merry Christmas. Okay, May 20, 2023, Bookmaker message Mizuhara stating, I know you've been on a bad run. I don't mind bumping you. I just want to verify that you can send at least $2 million on June 1st. No, he don't have $2 million, sir. What don't you understand? He keeps asking to borrow money from you. Why do you think that he has $2 million to give you, sir? Why? If he had $2 million to give you, he wouldn't keep asking for 40, 50,000. Now we're at 200,000. At first, he was asking for 50,000 bumps. Now he's asking for 200,000 bumps at a time. What? On June 22nd, 2023, Mizuhara messaged Bookmaker 1 stating, I got my butt kicked again. LOL. LO freaking L. Don't we all wish we had this guy's job? Like, where is he getting all this money? Oh, I know, from the baseball player he's supposed to be managing. Okay. He got his butt kicked again. Any chance I can get one last bump? You just said one last bump in like May. Okay, dude? This will be my last one for a while. If I lose it, you said that before. Bookmaker one responded the same day. Okay, but I just want to be able to communicate with my partner so he knows expectations. If I can assure him that minimum 500,000 will be sent every week, I can do the bump to whatever you want. No, y'all need to cut him off. It's just imperative that the 500 is sent every week. As you can imagine, the figures are very high and just don't want to not be able to deliver what they robbing Peter to pay Paul. FYI, I have already paid out of my pocket to him half of the balance that is on the account. So whatever is lost every week, I have to give him half of the balance. That's why I'm asking these direct, important questions. So he's saying that he's paying on your behalf. So you're owing me because I'm paying on your behalf to him. Oh, this can get dangerous. On June 23rd, 2023, Mizuhara message bookmaker one stating, I'm the worst. LOL. Sir, nothing's funny. Why do you keep putting LOL? Can't catch a break. Can I get one last bump? You said one last bump like 3 times in the last 4 pages, okay? One last bump. I swear this is going to be my last. You said that last time until I get the balance down significantly, ... Promise this will be the last bump for a while. Bookmaker one responded and said, okay, no problem, done. Why does he keep saying no problem and done? June 24, 2023, Mizuhara message bookmaker one saying, I have a problem. LOL. Nothing's funny. Like, why won't he stop? Can I get one last bump? One last. Add a couple more last in there because you had one last bump a couple of times. This one is for real. Do we believe him, chat? Do we believe him? This one is for real. Last one for real. Bookmaker one responded the same day saying, done. I have the same problem. Ha ha ha. To be honest with you, Ippei, as long as you can guarantee the 500 every Monday, I'll give you as much as you want. He can't do 500 because he owes you money. As long as you can do 500 every Monday, I'll give you as much as you want because I know you're good for it. No, he's not. He's in debt. How could he be good for it and he keeps getting in debt with you? Okay, maybe if he was in debt with Bob down the street, that would make sense. But he's in debt with you. Okay? Again, I just have to clean it up with my partner, and that's one reason why I was asking before. Why are these loan sharks so nice? Like, I guess they're trying to like, oh, we're your friend. We're not going to put you in the river with cement blocks on your feet. Like, what? November 17, 2023, bookmaker one message Mizuhara saying, hey, Ippei, it's 2:00 on Friday. I don't know why you're not returning my calls. I'm here in Newport Beach and I see victim A walking his dog. Oh, now we get into scary stuff. I'm just going to go up and talk to him and ask how I can get in touch with you since you're not responding. Please call me back immediately. Oh, they're going to start hurting your money, buddy. On November 19, 2023, Mizuhara message bookmaker one stating, I'm going to be honest, I ended up losing a lot of money on crypto the last couple of years, and I took a huge hit, obviously, with the sports too. Stop. You're bad at gambling, sir. Just wanted to ask, is there any way we can settle on an amount? I've lost way too much on this site already. Of course, I know it's my fault. On December 15, 2023, bookmaker one message Mizuhara saying, I know you're busy, but you need to show some respect. I put my neck out here. Call me by tonight. I don't care what time or how late it is. Mizuhara responded the same day saying, I'm so sorry, bro. I really don't mean to disrespect you at all. I promise it's getting dangerous, y'all. It's been super, super busy and I've got other issues on the side going on. Everything has just been really, really tough recently. I don't think you ever gave me the new bank account information. Could I please get that? I'm going to try to send something tomorrow. Bookmaker one then messaged Mizuhara account information for an account at Bank A with the account number ending in 1530. So they're changing their bank accounts a lot. Okay. On January 6, 2024, bookmaker one message Mizuhara stating, you're putting me in a position where this is going to get out of control. If I don't hear from you by the end of the day, today it's gonna be out of my hands. Ooh, are we getting threats? Mizuhara responded the same day stating, my bad, man. I just got back from Japan 2 days ago and I'm leaving again tomorrow. You might want to stay in Japan, sir. You might want to stay in Japan because you're about to lose your life, okay? I'll be back in mid-January, to be honest with you. I'm really struggling right now, and I need some time before I start to make payments. You're going to die. You're going to die, okay? Mizuhara betting records show he lost millions. Okay, I'm going to pause right there, and then we're going to jump into the chat really quick to see what y'all have to say so far. This is insane. Insane. Like, I read a little bit of it. I did not read all of the conversation to realize how much he was constantly going into debt. So let's go ahead and jump into chat and see what y'all got to say. Okay. We got 14 peeps. Yeah, we have some 14 peeps in the live stream. Kimmy Locker says, yeah, I think he was about to lose a kneecap before the government swooped in. The government literally saved him. Like, I didn't read all the way to the bottom, Kimmy, of like all the nonsense going on. I just read like the top portion of it. I was like, oh, this is going to be juicy. But yeah, he was about to be unalived. Yeah, he would not have been a defendant. That he would not have been a defendant if they didn't raid Bookkeeper One's house. And maybe you know what happened. Bookkeeper One probably started threatening other people. He probably started threatening other people and they just snitched. They was like, you know what? I'm going to cooperate. I was doing illegal things, but this guy is out here threatening people's lives. Oh my gosh, Bookkeeper One, you going down, 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 down. Deacon Fatal, shout out to you. Oh, not again. Sorry, y'all. I was on the wrong one. That scared me. That scared me. I'm sorry if that hurt y'all ears. I'll megaphone y'all again. I'm sorry. So again, shout out to Deacon Fatal for the super chat. Thank you very much. Saying he tried to send it through Cash App, LOL. He did. I kid. Now he was like PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, anything. I would send a bird with a message in the bottle. I'll send you a check. He was literally trying any way possible, for real. Kimmy Locker says, so many things about this case situations are wild to me. Insane. It's so much money too. So much money. Upside Down says, it's crazy to Kimmy. Agreed. Deacon Fatal says 40,000 through PayPal. Right. And at first it was small. Look, at first it was small numbers that are really not small numbers, like $15,000. That's a lot of money. Like, you can't just do that. You cannot just do that. Deacon Fatal says, this is hurting my brain. It's a lot of money. Deacon Fatal, thank you again for the super chat. Sam Bree, we aren't this rich. We don't have nice ice, cute ice. We are pavors. We can't get away with this ish. This guy, I know he wasn't making that much as an interpreter. There's just no way he was making that much as an interpreter. And maybe he can go with a de facto manager, but when they say de facto manager, that makes me believe that he was not his actual manager, so he probably wasn't being paid management fees. You making that much as an interpreter? I need to learn a different language and become a baseball interpreter, man. Like, come on now. Thank you again, Deacon Fatal, for the super chat. We got Kimmy Locker saying he was arraigned and entered a not guilty plea as a formality for procedural reasons on Tuesday. Okay, I thought that was today. Okay. He and his attorney signed the plea agreement on May 5th, though. And the assistant, I guess May 15th, maybe, because that would be a week before. May 15th, and the assistant U.S. attorney makes sense. Kimmy Locker says signed it on the 8th, so it's a done deal in theory. He's a smart guy. He has a lot of admissions in text message. Deacon Fatal says so. He's like Aubrey. He's talking about Drake. Deacon Fatal says very dangerous. It was getting dangerous. Like Kimmy said, he was about to lose a kneecap or a life and before the government saved him, literally saved him. Kimmy Locker says, not the puppy. Yeah, he was like, oh, your guy's walking a dog. I'm just going to go up to him and ask him where all my money is, bro. No, we're going to freaking break his hand so he can't play baseball anymore. Then you're really not going to get paid. Deacon Fatal says, okay, the phrase one last bump doesn't sound like an addiction. Right. Definitely sounds like an addiction if you ask me. Just one more hit, man. One more hit. Deacon Fatal says a bump like the table smell? No, he's like, give him another loan. Kimmy Locker says, right, Deacon Fiddle, the way he kept asking for just one more bump, one last time, over and over and over again, legit sounded like drugs. For sure it did. I didn't think about that, but you guys are right. Upside Down says the combos were insane. All in text messages, right? All in text messages. Upside Down says the combo. All right, got that one. Deacon Fatal says, now this is a part of law enforcement I do not deal with. However, I think he has effed up. Yeah. He for sure effed up. Just Me MD says somebody is still at the top and will want their money. Top bookie answers to someone. Well, he's saying he was answering to someone. So I don't know if they just say that so it doesn't seem like they're the ones that's, busting a cap in their kneecap. But I'm thinking there's someone over him as well. Bookmaker 1. Zoe B says, hey, anyone spot 100? I promise I'm good for it. Can I get 100,000 chat? Can I get 100,000 likes, 100,000 subscribers? I'll be happy with that. But $100,000, y'all just passing it around like it's a Snickers bar? No, Snickers are expensive these days. Those are like $2 in itself. But y'all just passing around $100,000 like it's nothing, like little candy. Okay, Kimmy Locker says no. They signed on the 5th and the 8th. Okay. And the 8th before the arraignment, not guilty plea, but he's going to change it at a later date once they have time to get the procedural stuff worked out. Okay, that makes sense. Alexis Carney says, I wonder if milk and cookies are a good bath time snack. I'm gonna have to try trying that next time. Don't drop the cookies in the water. Then it's gonna be all mushy. Alexis Carney says, I'm baking cookies next. Sounds delicious. Kimmy Lockett says, I'd be willing to bet milk and cookies are a good anytime snack. Just don't drop the cookies in the bath, please. Just Me MD says, so can we go to the bank and be like, can you bump me a balance? Can you bump up my balance for me? I'm good for it. Yeah, just a little bump. Just get me out of the overdraft fee, please. Thank you, Kimmy Locker, for reminding us to bump those likes to the BriHive. We can at least get 100 likes, y'all. Can y'all bump me 40 likes for the live stream, please? I cannot. Oh, you guys are not serious. I can't. Okay, for the next couple of parts of this, we're going to be skipping around, and hopefully I do a good job at the skipping around because it is getting to the point for the repetitiveness. I can't believe this. I can't. Bossy, come here. All right, y'all, no more bumping drugs, okay? No more bumping drugs. We're just going to talk about the nonsense at this point. All right, let's jump back into it. Mizuhara betting records show Mizuhara lost millions of dollars betting with Bookmaker 1 based on the tech, or let me see here. They reviewed the betting history of Mizuhara's account number through the Bookmaker websites, and they found, I forgot where it is. He placed approximately 19,000 wagers between December 2021 and January 2024. So what is that? 22, 21, or 22, 23, about 2 years, and nearly 25 bets per day on average. The wagers reflected in the account record ranged in value from $10, something that we can do, to $160,000 per bet. And we wonder why he was in so much debt, with an average bet amount of around $12,800. I don't know about you, but I don't have that money laying around. I'm trying to get my backyard done, and that's probably how much it's going to cost. And I just can't give it to betting on a sports team, sir. Can you at least send like the people that need the money some of the money? Jeez Louise. During this period, the account reflected total winning bets of $142,256,769.74, and a total losing bet of $182,935,206.68, leaving a total net balance in the negative of $40,678,436.94. Someone's gonna want that money. Someone's going to want that money in their account. That's a lot of money. A lot of us will never, that looks like the bank account number, okay? Oh, social security number, something like that is a long number. He owes $40 million. So he never really won, in my opinion. What do y'all think? I think he never really won, in my opinion. Okay. So let's see. The account records for 5848 account will show millions of dollars in wire transfers and transactions coming from victim A, so the baseball player's bank account. The 5848 account was almost exclusively funded by the deposits identified as payroll from the Major League Baseball club. So his actual his actual employment on November 5th, 2015, 2021. The 5848 account posted a debit transaction of $40,010 from Zoom.com, a PayPal service. Remember, he was trying to send money on PayPal. So here we go. Based on training and experience and knowledge of the investigation, I believe this was the first unauthorized wire transfer from 5848 account by Mizuhara. Based on the timing and the amount of the transfer, I believe it reflects the transaction discussed in the text messages from Mizuhara to bookmaker discussed above. Between February 2022 and October 2023, the 5848 account wired at least $15 million to that 1911 account, which was the associate to the bookmaker's account at the same bank. Certain of these wires coincided with the communications between Mizuhara and Bookmaker One, where Mizuhara stated that he had recently transferred funds to 1911 account. For example, there was $40,010 on November 15th, May 16th, of 2023. There was a $500,000 transfer out of this man's bank account to pay off your debt, out of control. June 2023, there was another $500,000. That hurts. $500,000 between December 15, 2023 and January 8, 2024, he wired more than $1 million to the 1530 account. Remember, this is around the time where homeboys start threatening him, talking about it's going to be out of my hands if you don't call me back, bruh. You better call me back, bruh. He wired over $1 million out of the account, out of control. Let's see, which coincide with the messages. Specifically, the investigator counted more than $325,000 in funds transferred from the 5848 account to eBay and whatnot between January and March of 2024. So just this year, he spent about $325,000. It comes out to be that they were on baseball cards for collection. He needs them. It sounds like you should just stop spending money, buddy. Account records produced by Bank A connect Mizuhara to the transfers from 5848. They go on to say that the online account was linked to his IP address. The email account was linked to his email account. The guy who he was stealing from didn't speak English and didn't even have the account access for online on his phone. Let's see, they were accessing the account and Mizuhara account within days of one another. The other on October 30, 2021 and November 3rd, 2021, a device that Bank A designated as the device to be from Mizuhara's account. It accessed the account multiple times between February 4, 2022 and March February 4th and March 24th of 2022, he transferred $900,000 from his IP address. And then he also transferred $1,200,000 from the account. Oh my gosh. From that IP address. And and then another $233,386 from that account from his IP address. Mizuhara lied to bank employees to circumvent Bank A's security procedures and execute wires from the bank account. He basically called the bank saying that he was victim A, which is the baseball player. to basically get into the account, be able to transfer the money, be able to take out loans. He was not supposed to be doing all of that. Victim A denied giving Mizuhara access to the account or approving any of the wires from the victim's account. The victim actually gave access to his phone to the investigators, and they found like that he didn't speak English. He didn't even have the account set up on his phone, and that he did not have any access to these sports betting websites at all either. There were also some tax professionals and financial advisors in place, but they never spoke with the baseball player without Mizuhara there, and they thought that he was properly translating everything from him. The tax professionals also had an issue because Mizuhara never gave them access to the 58 or the 48, whatever, 5848 account, and they had concerns that maybe the baseball player wasn't paying the appropriate amount of taxes or receiving gifts that he wasn't supposed to be receiving. But he basically told them that there's no issues with that account. So he was hiding that account not only from the victim, but also from the financial people that the victim had hired to help take care of his financial things. So professionals working with victim A confirmed that Mizuhara denied them access to the account. That's kind of what I just explained, that they just communicated with the interpreter directly, and he just didn't allow them access to that particular account. A lot of words to say that. Memorabilia connected to purchases from the 5848 account was mailed to Mizuhara under a pseudonym. This goes on to say that he was having those baseball cards that he spent $325,000 on eBay. He was having them delivered to the clubhouse at the baseball facility and picking them up. And the person working the mail room apparently saw what was in the boxes, and opened the boxes for him and saw what was in the boxes. So he's ordering 1,000 baseball cards under his name. He's spending millions and millions of his dollars. And then throw a little extra $325,000 on there for, antique baseball cards. Mizuhara falsely stated to the press that the wires from the 5848 account were a loan from victim A to Mizuhara. Let's see. They went through 9,700 pages of text messages and between 2020 and 2024, and the investigation found that there was no conversations about sports betting or about Mizuhara taking money out of his account. So the investigation is basically finding that no, it was not credible that he borrowed money from the victim. And then we have victim A provided consent to law enforcement to search the phone. That's kind of what I talked about earlier, where they found no access from the victim to the sports betting websites either. Mizuhara admitted to stealing the funds from victim. We're going to get into some more messages going on March 17, 2024, Mizuhara messaged bookmaker 1. So you're still in communication with this guy that is freaking threatening you, stating, "Thank you for your call earlier. Do you think there is any way to find out the details of the article coming out in LA Times?" Where did I stop? Bookmaker 1 responded to Mizuhara the same day, stating, "Hey, bud, of course, thank you for calling me. I have no idea what this idiot is printing or trying to say. I've never spoke to him and wasn't willing to talk to him, although he tried. And all my attorney did was give him the facts I told you and told him the rest she won't talk about and can't confirm or deny anything. He did say his source was the FBI, but I don't even know if that's true." On or about March 20, 2024, Mizuhara messaged bookmaker 1 stating, "Have you seen the reports?" This was a really quick case. We're talking about end of March, and they were done by the beginning of May. Jeez Louise. Getting him to enter into a plea deal. Bookmaker 1 responded, "Yes, but that's all BS. Obviously, you didn't steal from him. I understand it's a cover job. I totally get it." Mizuhara then responded to bookmaker 1. Like, did you not think criminal charges were coming? Technically, I did steal from him. It's all over for me. And that's how they end the affidavit. That is how they end the affidavit. He admits just outright in text message, like they're not already doing an investigation, bro, saying technically I did steal from him. It's all over for me. You did not need to write that down. There's like no way he could have he was going down. He talks too much in text message, in writing. You're talking way too much in writing, dude. Okay. I'm going to jump back into the chat to see what the people are thinking, and then we're going to go ahead and look at the plea deal a little bit. Not much more time on it. We're going to go over like what he admitted to. We're not going to go into the narrative of it. So let me go ahead and Bossy B us into the chat. Okay, we got Just Me MD says, I have whiplash from all the bumping going on. Right? Deacon Fatal, thank you again for the super chat saying, me thinking about a hard wig and soft life. I have to head to bed. Much love, everyone. Thank you so much, Deacon Fatal. I hope you have a good night. And thank you again for the super chats tonight. Upside Down says, this is nuts. It just keeps getting worse, right? Zoe B says that's Michael Jordan level betting. He was, I don't know how much he was making as an interpreter, but it had to be a lot in his mind. Alexis Carney says, I need some of these scammers and hackers to remove my college debt. That's all we're asking for. Like, come on now. Y'all spending that much money on that? Like, just pay off a couple of people's student loans. You'll have people working for you forever. Just Me MD says to Alexis, exactly. They scamming and hacking the wrong thing. Do something good with those talents, right? Right. Upside Down says to Alexis Carney, take a screenshot of your loan, make it look like a bank account. It'll disappear. Oh my gosh, now we teaching each other how to commit fraud on the stream. Kimmy Locker says to Alexis Carney and Just Me MD, this man ain't got no talent. It was a crime of opportunity because he translated for Shohei Ohtani, setting up a bank account, remembered the login info, and switched the phone number and email address to his own so he could authorize wire transfers. We're not even talking about that. I would rather them just spend their money. Why can't they just spend their money on our student loans and then we don't have to worry? We don't want them to hack it. We just want them to be stupid with their money against our student loans and our house mortgages and stuff like that. Zoe B says he wasn't so much a gambler. He was a distributor of other people's money, otherwise known as a congressman. He really wasn't gambling. He really sucked. Like, sure, he won some things, but he never won to a point where he was being paid out. Like, that's tragic. Like, literally tragic. Just Me MD says, I have anxieties every time I think about the darn loans. You want to bump it? You want to bump your student loans? Hey, bump me down on my student loans about $100K, please. Okay. Upside Down says, I walked my last payment into the office, wanted to look them in the face and get a receipt. Can't wait for that day for me. I don't even want to pay them people, to tell you the truth. So let me be quiet. I'm gonna be asking them, let me just get one more bump. This is my last bump. Nail net. This is the last bump. Upside Down says, that's just effed up, Kimmy Locker. Yeah, that was. Alexis Carney says, you're right. That's just taking advantage of the vulnerability to Kimmy Locker. Yeah, he was taking money from someone else to do this for himself. Just Me MD says, Banker, you have no money. Translator, Banker said, you good. Basically, yeah, you're rich. You're doing just fine. Oh, you want to see that account? Oh, then no, don't worry about it. All your checks are still there. You don't have to pay taxes on your actual salary. Don't worry about that. Just taxes on your investments, not on your actual salary. Kimmy Locker says, maybe I'll bump my student loans by getting a law degree. They're deferred while you're in school. So what could go wrong? Precisely. Exactly. Just bump it a little bit, Kimmy. It's not going to go bad for you. You might have some like criminal liability later, but that's no big problem. They're just going to be threatening you and your dog at some point. Zoe B says, I paid my student loans off. I officially own my brain. Congratulations. Upside Down says, Bree, just bump it a little bit. I'm serious. I am so serious. I'm just gonna bump it a little bit while Alpha is now bumping music downstairs. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the plea agreement really quick. I skimmed it earlier, so bear with me as I try to refine the skimming that I skimmed earlier. So I love how I talk to Bossy B as if I'm not controlling it. Like, Bossy B, come on in. Girl, you're clicking that button. Get it together. Okay, we're now on the plea agreement. Let me share the screen for the defendant. Okay, let's see. Defendant agrees to give up all rights to indictment. He agrees not to contest facts agreed on in this agreement. He agreed to abide by all agreements regarding the sentencing contained in the agreement, appear for all court appearances, surrender to order for service of sentence, obey all conditions of any bond, and obey other ongoing court order in the matter. Not commit any crime, however, offenses that would be excluded for sentencing purposes under the United States sentencing guidelines are not within the scope of this agreement. Be truthful at all times with the United States Probation and Pretrial Service Office and the court. Pay the applicable special assessments at or before the time of sentencing unless defendant has demonstrated a lack of ability to pay such assessment. Defendant agrees that any and all criminal debt ordered by the court will be due in full immediately. The government is not precluded from pursuing in excess of any payment schedule set by the court, any and all available remedies by which to satisfy defendant's payments of the full financial obligation, including referral to the Treasury Offset Program. Complete the financial disclosure within 30 days, basically give them all information on all his finances. Authorize the USAO to obtain a credit report upon returning a signed copy of the plea agreement. Consent to the USAO inspecting and copying of all defendants' financial documents and financial information held by the United States Probation and Pretrial Service Office. Defendant further agrees to forfeit all right, title, and interest in any and to any on all money, properties, and or assets of any kind derived from or acquired as a result of the illegal activity charged in court. One of the information to which defendant is pleading guilty, specifically including but not limited to various collectible baseball cards and sports memorabilia, including associated protective containers seized on or about March 25th, 2024, and April 5th, collectively the forfeiture assets. To the court's entry of any order of forfeiture at or before sentencing with respect to the forfeitable assets and to the forfeiture of assets, to take whatever steps are necessary to pass the United States clear title for those forfeiture assets, and not to contest any administrative forfeiture proceedings or civil judicial proceedings against the forfeiture or forfeitable assets. Not to assist any other individual in any effort to falsely to contest the forfeiture of the assets. So you can't have your friend say those are really my baseball cards, or you're going to get in trouble. Not to claim that reasonable cause to seize the forfeiture asset was lacking to prevent the transfer. Basically everything. Don't try to stop us from taking things in order to pay off your debt. That's basically what they're saying there. Okay, it's a lot of words to say all of that. Nothing in this agreement forecloses or limits the ability for the IRS to examine or make adjustments to the defendant's return after they are filed. Defendants will not, after filing the return, file any claim for refund or of taxes, penalties, or interest for amounts attributable to the return filed in connection with the plea agreement. Okay, I guess I skipped some things about the IRS. He has to file prior to the time of sentencing an amended return for the year subject to the above admissions, correctly reporting unreported income and correcting improper deductions and credits, and will, if requested to do so by the IRS, provide the IRS with information regarding the year covered by the return. And then he's going to pay everything that he owes. Defendant is liable for fraud penalty imposed by the IRS on the understatement of the tax liability for 2022. Defendant gives up any and all objections that could be asserted to the examination division of the IRS, receiving materials or information obtained during the criminal investigation of this matter, including materials and information obtained through a grand jury subpoenas. The USO's obligation is that they have to abide by the agreement and, be nice. Okay. Nature of the offenses. They are charging him that he is agreeing to being guilty of bank fraud in violation of Title 18, basically stealing the money from his employer or the person he was doing the translation services for. And then he is also being guilty of subscribing to a false tax return, which is where he underreported his earnings, and now he has to redo his taxes. The defendant penalties and restitution. The defendant defendant understands that the statutory maximum sentence that the court can impose for violation of Title 18 is 30 years of imprisonment, a 5-year period of supervised release, and a fine of $1 million, and a mandatory special assessment of $100. I'll take the $100. I'll take the mandatory $100. Can we skip the 30 years of imprisonment and 5 years of supervised release? No, we're not skipping that. But the court basically gets to sentence him even though he is pleading guilty. Defendant understands the statutory maximum sentence that the court can impose for violation of Title VI, which was the fraud on the taxes, is 3 years imprisonment, 1 year period of supervised release, and a fine of $250,000 or twice the gross gain or gross loss resulting from the offense, whichever is the greatest, and a mandatory special assessment of $100. So he has to at least pay that $200 and can potentially be paying over $1,250,000 and a mandatory special assessment of $200. And he is facing up to 33 years of imprisonment altogether and 5-year period of supervised release. I guess they didn't add on the extra year for the tax fraud. Defendant understands and agrees that the court may order defendant to pay restitution in the form of additional taxes, interest, and penalties that defendant owes to the United States based upon the count of conviction, and any relevant conduct must order defendant to pay the cost and prosecute. How do they be expecting you to pay it if you in jail? Yeah, I can't get a job making more than 25 cents, man. Okay. Defendant understands that defendant will be required to pay full restitution to the victims. Defendant agrees that in return for the USA owes compliance with the obligations under the agreement, the court may order restitution to the persons that the victims of the offenses to the defendants pleading guilty in the amounts greater than those alleged and the counts of the defendant pleading guilty. I believe, where was it? Okay. Any charges in connection with that charge. The parties currently believe that the applicable amount of restitution is approximately $16,975,010 to victim A, almost $17 million. Not only does he owe victim A almost $17 million, he also owes $1,149,400 to the IRS. So another $1.1 million to the IRS in interest and penalties, but recognize and agree that this amount could change based on facts that come to the attention of the parties prior to sentencing. Defendant understands that supervised release is a period of time following imprisonment during which defendant will be subject to various restrictions and requirements. Defendant understands that he has to abide by those things to avoid the maximum penalty. He's given up his right to valuable government things, licenses, all kinds of things by having this federal crime against him. He's discussed the facts with his attorneys, and then they go into the factual basis, just going on talking about how he was the interpreter for the baseball player and that he basically did these things. He engaged into the betting. He signed onto the account. He did everything basically that was in the complaint. And then they go over and break down the charges again: 40,000, 300,000, another 15 million, another 3 wires totaling 1,250,000. That's ridiculous. So much money that he transferred. Okay, and I think for sentencing, they go ahead and they put out this chart, and y'all, I really couldn't understand it. I mean, I guess I understand it. So it can be up to 30 years for count 1, which was the bank fraud. That's crazy. But I thought the count 2 was only 3 years, but then it's like base offense level is 20. So I don't know what that exactly means, y'all. I didn't have time to really go into that. So he's basically given up his not his First Amendment right, but his criminal rights to like appeal things. He's waiving the appeal, all the things. And yeah, it'll be effective as soon as all parties sign it. And I think that's pretty much it that I wanted to cover in the plea agreement. So pretty much he owes like $18 million plus, $18 million plus to the victim, which is the baseball player, and then the IRS, because that is insane. That's so much money. It's so much freaking money. Okay, let's see where we are with the like goal. We set our like goal today at 40 likes for the live stream. We are at 30 likes, y'all. So if you have not hit the like button, we can still do it. Only 10 more likes until we hit our like goal. This is going to be a shorter stream tonight, y'all. It's been a lot of words going over. It's been a lot of craziness and a lot of bumping going on in this lawsuit. So we are going to end a little bit early tonight. And I got court in the morning. So there's that. There's that court in the morning, and then we'll be back next week. So I'm gonna go ahead and check what the people have to say. If you haven't hit the like button, this is your time to do it because we are almost at the like goal. Okay. We got Zoe B saying, I pay my student loans off. I officially own my own brain. I think I got that one earlier. Of course. Alexis Carney says, unless you count taxes, Zoe B. Upside down, Zoe B. Yep, freedom, slightly. Just away from student loans, right? Just Me MD says, love it. I officially own my brain. Yes. Kimmy Locker says, one of my friends had his student loans forgiven recently, so he called to ask if mine were too. I knew they wouldn't be since we went to different schools, but hurt my feelings by checking anyway. Like, leave me alone. I thought like you had to be under your student loans for like 25 years before you're ever even considered. Or like if you're in a public arena, then you can get it waived. Like you do public service jobs, then you can get it waived. But I don't know of any way Mike can get out of there. Okay. Alexis Carney says to Kimmy Locker, me when I look at my bank account, right? Like, leave me alone. I know there's no money in it. Kimmy Locker says, we all need a friend like Bossy B for sure. Zoe B says, Ken ask for a bump to pay his court fees in a sense. just a little bit. And when you give me my sentence, just bump it down. Bump my sentence down, and bump my credit for the amount I owe up. Okay. So and then Just Me MD laughing with Zoe said, Kimmy Locker says Zoe B. Just one more for court fees. It's the last time for sure. I'm good for it, court. I'm good for it. I paid majority of the millions that I owed back. Just Me MD says, so will this fall under white collar crime or white collar time at Club Fed? Probably. It is white collar crime. It's not when it's financial, this is white collar crime, but it's still a felony, so he should be in federal prison. Or no, that's not how that works. But no, it is a white collar crime, and the IRS is federal government, so he should be in the federal prison. It's so weird when I take off the headphones because then it feels like my ears don't work. Zoe B says, sorry, y'all. It's too much hair. It's too much hair. I never felt compelled to gamble. I work too hard for the what little money I have. No desire to throw it away, but I'll gladly accept any excess cash people wish to throw my way. He was gladly accepting the excess cash that the baseball player had that he didn't know he had. It's like, sir, you didn't know how much he was getting paid on a monthly basis. No, I definitely agree with you. Gambling has never been my thing. Like I said, as soon as my stocks dropped like $100, I stopped putting money in there. It's gone up. It's gone back up. And I know stock is technically not, is it considered gambling? I don't think it is. It's investment, right? I stopped putting money in there. It's gone back up. It's doubled back up. Not doubled, but it's gone back up. And I'm just like, I don't got it for you. I'm just going to put it in my high yield interest account because that money doesn't go away. It doesn't just disappear on you. Okay. Zoe B says, excuse all my typos tonight. I plan on learning how to type accurately tomorrow. Good grief. I can't even talk on streams half the time, and y'all still hang out with me, so don't worry about it. Zoe B says to Just Me MD or green collar crime at Club Crypto Convicts. He'll serve along with Sam Bankman, not so fried. Yeah, he also said he lost money in crypto too, so who knows? He might get some more charges. Just Me MD says, oh, disclaimer, we are by no means encouraging or supporting anyone to break the law. Exactly. Yes. Thank you for that disclaimer. Upside Down says to Just Me MD, yeah, thank you. I'll get a notice in the mail. Everything said here is a joke. No conspiracies or crimes committed in the chat. Yes, agreed. Thank you guys for the disclaimers. Just Me MD says to Upside Down, no, they're not about to him us up. Just bump it down. Alexis Carney says, I hope court goes well and you sleep well tonight, Bree. Thank you. I've been having horrible sleep this week, and I think that's what made it harder for me to talk on stream this week. But I hope I get rest because I actually don't have like any plans other than cleaning this weekend. So I should be able to get good rest. And thank you. Nissa Howard says, there are other ways you could get it waived. For which one? What wait? Oh, the student loans. Okay. This is how I say student loans. Okay, there it was. It was right under. And then Just Me MD says, flex, not a gambler, but I helped send Jeff Bezos to space. A little bit too much shopping going on there. Frankie Smith says, putting it at 2 times speed is just too fast. Haha, sorry. I like stutter because my brain is going faster than my mouth. So I like try to talk fast, but it doesn't work out a lot of times. So maybe like 1.25 or 1.5 might work for you. Alexis Connie says, stocks aren't you gambling because it's someone else gambling for you. Is that what it is? I have my own broker account though. Just Me MD says, Bree, I was not interested in this case, but you somehow made it fun. Because I'm outraged. We made it fun because I'm outraged. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Kimmy Locker says, Just Me MD, that's not something you can just drop without adding more context. I'm too curious / nosy. Alexis Carney says, Bree, put in the crime disclaimer like this is not legal advice. Exactly. I don't even put that no more. I'm like, you figure it out. It's not legal advice. I'm just talking and laughing at a camera in a room in my house, okay? Not legal advice. And Amy Kevin says, by the way, Bree, your hair looks amazing. Thank you very much. It's all over the place and the earphones do not like it. So thank you. I appreciate the compliment. We got Alexis Carney saying, yes, Amy, the curls are perfect. Thank you very much. It's very frizzy, but at least it's working out for us, right? Okay. That's all I have for today. Ippei Mizuhara, I hope I'm saying your name right. I didn't said it different. I don't know how many times on the live stream. I'm super tired and I have a trial tomorrow, even though it's really only 8:00 here. So I can't really go to sleep, but that is all I have for the live stream. I already cannot talk. Thank you all so much for joining me live and dealing with my outrage in this case. We hit 32 likes, so we didn't quite hit our like goal today, which is sad. It's sad, but it's okay. Thank you all for joining me in the live. I should be posting over the weekend our membership live date option. So if you are a member to the channel and you would like to join the membership live next time on camera with me, make sure you are checking your membership tab this weekend. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna post it, but I'm gonna try to get that up tonight. And again, thank you all for joining me live. Don't be like this guy. Don't steal money from your employers or your friends. And I will see y'all all on the next live stream. Bye-bye.